Good evening. Welcome to Deep Within the Man Cave. Tonight I wasn't originally planning to do a post. I don't really have anything prepared, but I'm going to speak on the topic of choice and risk. Because as you get, if you're on Facebook or whatever, you get some memories pop up, and majority of them are good, fun memories to look up on. Some aren't, and that's okay. They're still important. And it just got me thinking a bit today. I had one pop up, and I'm just gonna sort of go through it and explain how it came by and how I'm feeling about it today. And yeah, going through. So, according to Facebook, it was actually yesterday that it happened. But 12 years ago, on December 19th, my girlfriend and I drove up to Banff to spend the night, or a few days before Christmas, just the two of us. And it was like minus 35 or something crazy, and the wind, like, it was cold. But I insisted that we go for a walk. It was only so much hot tub and drinking you can do stuck in a hotel. You want to get out and do stuff. So we decided to drive down to Bow Falls and take a walk. And we got hot chocolate. We were walking along, and we got across the bridge to the golf course, and that's when I proposed to my wife. And I just remember how nervous I was, but so excited, and like I knew she would say yes. I knew we were meant to be together. I felt that from day one, like meeting her. In fact, I had the engagement ring probably 6 months, 7 months into meeting her. And I just sort of was waiting for the perfect time, which there isn't any such thing as the perfect time. And there was just, I wanted it to be special, I wanted it to be romantic and all that stuff. And yeah, so that was my reminder. I wake up today, look at my phone, after a couple cups of coffee and stuff, and get that. Now, I look back at that choice. Would I do it again? In a heartbeat. Wouldn't even think twice. In a heartbeat. And I look at like the chain of events and stuff like that. So, if I hadn't chose to take the chance and try online dating, and give it a shot just to see what happened, be open. Now, like I've said in previous things, I'm very shy, and I feel like I'm awkward, but I don't, probably am. But anyway, so if I hadn't chosen that day to send her a message, even though she hadn't been online for almost a month, then I wouldn't have met the girl I love. I wouldn't have, 2 years later, year and a half later, wouldn't have proposed. Like, I remember the feeling of excitement and pure joy, and knowing that everything was going to be okay. And we had each other's backs and all that stuff. I remember the drive home. And of course, as any newly engaged woman was so excited, we had to stop at the gas station on the way out, and we bought like 3 or 4 wedding planning magazines. Surprise, surprise. So all on the drive home, we talked about it. I couldn't let go of her hand, and all that stuff. So I look at that decision to ask her to marry me was one of the best decisions I've had. Now, things aren't where I expected or anything like that at this moment, but like I said, if I had the option to do it over again, I wouldn't change a thing, because that choice got me to a point where I started a family. We bought a house. We got the dog that we always wanted. And, you know, we have 2 beautiful children that mean the world to both of us. And, you know, that I wouldn't change that. You know, if I know now then what was going to happen this year or whatever, I wouldn't have changed it. And so that's, you know, I look at that choice and it's got me, you know, a house, 2 beautiful children, a family. We grew so much, and stuff like that. And at that point, things started happening really fast. Like, we moved into a house and we had a kid within 9 months, got married at 9 months. So, you know, it was hectic. Maybe not exactly what we had planned, but I mean, whatever. You know, this is the choices we made and we did it. So now you know, 10 years, 11 years later of marriage, things didn't work out. And it sucks. But still, if I hadn't made that choice, I wouldn't have my boys, who are like my best friends. I wouldn't have knowing what love is, and to love somebody more than you love yourself, which is actually impossible, but and to care so deeply and to experience the things I've experienced, to witness somebody you would die for suffering with mental illness. It's pretty scary. Not pretty scary, it's downright fucking terrifying. I wouldn't have experienced that. But still, I wouldn't, you know, that wouldn't be it's a choice I made, and with that choice, those are some of the things that happen. It's not always going to be roses or whatever. And yeah, I wouldn't change anything, except for this last year. Maybe I would have chosen to be, or if I would have known, I would have been able to sort of open up better. But I mean, I can't change any of that right now. So you just have to play by what's here. So, and another thing I'm choosing to do is, you know, that pops up and, you know, you instantly get a thought like, fuck. Like, great, just what I need, right? I don't need any more reminders of this. You know, I want it to be over, blah, blah, blah. But you can choose to look at it and remember it for what it was. It was an amazing time. My friends knew ahead of time. Nobody else did. My parents did. My sister did and stuff like that. But my friends did. And like the friendly family Christmas get together the day after we got back, like everyone could finally let it go. We had such a great time, so many memories, and I wouldn't have that if I had chosen. So I'm choosing today that, yes, okay, I thought about it. It's kind of upsetting to see it. You know, it's sad. But who knows what's going to happen? I don't know. I'm just, taking everything at a time. Hopefully later on down the line we can figure stuff out. But I'm choosing to look at it like the blessing that it actually is, because I've gained so much from that choice to do that I'm not letting today's memories affect me in a negative way. And I thought that was kind of important to put out there. It's just another way to look at something. Choose to look at it negatively, or you can choose to look at positively, and I'm choosing to look at it as a positive. And I'm hoping that by me sharing this, it might help somebody out there with the same thing, looking at something that, a memory or something like that, as that's what it is. It's a memory, and it was good or bad, but you've learned from it, and you kind of move on, and you take the good with the bad, and you accept stuff for what it was or is, was, whatever. And it's up to you to choose how you see at it. And I'm choosing to look at it as, look at all the bonuses and pluses that it has brought into my life. And where we go from now, I'm not sure. I know I'm not giving up. And check in with each other. Like I said, this wasn't planned. It just popped up, and I thought I'd maybe put it out there. So check in with your friends, especially this week with Christmas coming up, and we're not allowed to see anybody or whatever. So do the old Facebook posts or whatever, FaceTime, message, reach out to people, check in on them, and I hope everyone has a safe and happy Christmas, and I will see you soon. Thanks. Oh, and again, if any comments or questions, please like and subscribe to the channel and leave your questions there, or you can write me or comment at me at deepwithinthemancave@gmail.com, and everything there is confidential, and I'll read it and I will get back to you. Thank you.